hello, lovely YouTube peoples. We are back with another video. I noticed, let me preface this by saying, I noticed there is a full moon coming on Wednesday, October 20th, a full moon in Aries. I am an Aries, yet I'm still like, ugh. Full moon in Aries doesn't necessarily mean that Aries is going to have a fun time. So my preface here is that I was like, why am I so batshit? Why am I so fucked up? Why does everything feel like it's wrong and stupid and weird? Why do I feel manic? Why do I feel like all of the above, right? So I'm sitting here like, trying to reference the Google to figure out what all is wrong with me. You know, I'm clutching at straws at this point. I'm like, the stars. It's that full moon brewing. That's what's got me. No, probably not. Oh God, probably a whole mess of other things, but still yet, full moon reading. Why not? Shall we? I do have this door shut so the animals will not be interrupting us today. Some of y'all might be like, good. That way, perhaps, we'll get through a reading without all the bullshit. And others of you who watch this channel purely for the calamity and absolute destructive wretchedness of it will be like, damn. We wanted to see her come unhinged. And she's taking proactive measures to protect herself. Let it be what it is. We're just trying to get through this one today, okay? Vagina crystals, y'all. Placed. Connection to God is restored. Okay. We are going in with these Golden Girls cards yet again. We got big dick energy on the bottom of the deck. Hey. Okay, fine. That's right. Let's just go ahead and get a couple shuffles. Some fancy casino shuffles if I can. Make these humongo cards actually fit in my tiny people hands. What ifs? Let's go ahead and do some shuffles. And we're going to just jump right on in. Let's just talk about this full moon in Aries. What is this full moon in Aries going to be bringing us? And when I talk about the full moon, I'm talking about give or take a few days, a little days before, a little days after. Kind of the whole spread. So full moon in Aries time. What is this full moon in Aries going to be bringing us? I would like to know the situation, please. What is the kind of the cornerstone situation of this new moon in Aries? Why don't you tell us that shit? Let's go ahead and know. Tell me something about it. It's like the cards are probably like, you're already cussing me. I'm going to tell you something wretched and foul. Maybe. Wait, 2 cards. Do we do both? Yes. Why not? All right, we have, starting out with the 3 of Wands in the reverse, followed by the Ace of Cups upright. 3 of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Cups upright. Honestly, not the worst situational energy to be sitting in right at the full moon point, but let's go into it. 3 of Wands in the reverse. There's... If I'm being honest, there's a little bit of almost, to me, I'm feeling a little bit bite off more than you can chew vibes. I gotta be honest. I'm not saying that that's even the classic meaning of the 3 of Wands, but for some reason, looking at this spread, it feels a little bit like biting off more than you can chew. Almost this feeling of like, I'm looking for something and I'm looking for bigger and better than that. I want bigger and better than what I've got going on. You know, this kind of like not good enough, not cutting it. What is it? Why is it not cutting it? Something's not cutting it. It feels almost like this kind of an impulse. And, you know, just getting to like Aries in general, Aries is very impulsive, and it's like the warrior sign of the zodiac, so it's kind of like, I'm gonna bite all of it off in one go, though. It feels a little Lorena Bobbitt up in here. I need to rein it in. But it does. I'm feeling kind of like a biting off more than you can chew, and there's this impulsiveness of like, why isn't it here already? Like, everyone keeps saying, don't worry, it's coming, don't worry, it's coming, don't worry. Fuck off. Y'all all keep saying, like, all y'all little happy little Zen bitches out there in the world, oh, don't worry, darling, it's on the horizon and it's coming. Bitch, please miss a girl with that. Miss me with that. Like, this just feels like it's not here yet. I'm not seeing the proof in the pudding. I'm ready to just go ahead and take a bite out of life, and I'm gonna make it happen on my own, because I'm not sitting here and waiting around for this shit anymore. It's uncomfortable where I'm at. I feel uncomfortable. I feel like there's a stuckness and a weirdness of this energy that feels like if I don't do something with it, I'm going to go outright crazy, right? You know, there's this cabin fever type feeling. So it kind of feels like this action is being called, but yet there's a sense to me that feels like you're biting off more than you can chew. This to me feels like chill pill. I mean, besides the fact that it looks like someone's actively dropping like a Xanax into a wine glass, chalice. Chill your tits. Chill your tits. Girl, I'm gonna be off my tits. Like, I need chill. Don't be taking downers and downers. I am so not advocating drug use or like abuse, substance abuse at all. That's not what I'm saying. But that is what this looks like. That's like, put that nice little fizzy little pill up in there and let it sprout you some effervescent chill. Like, what? What? Okay, don't be, like I said, don't be doing it. It could also be like Mentos and a Diet Coke. Go ahead. Impress your children in the backyard. Whatever. Kill your grass while you're at it. So this does feel like that kind of, it's a juxtaposition to me. It's just what it feels like. I'm just feeling like a fiery impulse and then water right next to it. So it's kind of like, you know, when the fire gets out of control, someone's here to be like, you know, throw some water on it before it like completely explodes. And then we have like this still, even if we're trying to neutralize, or there's advice to kind of neutralize this before it gets out of control, there's still going to be like this steam reaction that takes place here. Steam can still hurt. Okay, steam can still hurt. Have you ever been one of those like, I was a dumb bitch, didn't realize my dishwasher was going, but I was just trying to put the butter knife in there, just a singular dirty butter knife in the dishwasher, and you open it up in the middle of the heat cycle, and it's like, whoo, right in your face, and I'm like, I have seared my entire eye panel off with the dishwasher fumes. There can still be some pain and discomfort here. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay? Situation. That is the situation. All right? So now that we are aware of that, let's go ahead and look into this. What is crossing our situation? What is it? What energies here could be crossing our full moon situation? What energies here? Whoa, Shiza. Hi. Damn. Sophia, you coming out all day today. Sophia. We got the Page of Wands. Yet again, more wand energy. Why aren't we focusing on Miss Petrillo? Instead of my horn, I've got a forehead horn. I don't know if y'all can tell. Right there. Just in case y'all missed it. Now y'all see it. Doesn't matter. Anyway, Miss Petrillo. Okay, so crossing our situation, we have the Page of Wands. I do want to get a second one out on that, because that I could take it a few different ways, and let's just go ahead and specify it. Why the Page of Wands? Okay, not drop everything in the deck. Justice is what I saw on the top of that. I just got done with a private reading where Justice was coming out heavy. Okay, Justice. Anytime we see Justice, card of Libra. And what is interesting about Libra is opposed Aries. This is our full moon in Aries, and it's almost looking like advice to the contrary. Instead of this raw impulse and this feeling of like biting off more than you can chew, it just feels like an impulse to just, I want to go, I want to do, I want to conquer, I want to defeat, I want to bite off more than I can chew. It feels like crossing that impulse. By the way, this is part of that impulse. We have the fiery impulse of, and here I go, I'm interrupting myself all the damn time. The fiery impulse of doing fiery impulsive things. But with it being a page, the kind of, I would say, dangerous thing about a page is this is like the most underdeveloped energy there. It's inherently underdeveloped. It's a page. It's not a king. And so it's a little bit a little bit like driver in training. You know, you get behind those cars with the sticker and you're like, oh my God, I just have liability insurance. I can't be driving next to them. Like, this is driver training. Like, I need to be away from their vehicle because they are dangerous. It's an inexperience. It's an underdevelopment. So to me, it's feeling like impulse, but it's not even like divinely guided impulse. It's just I want this to stop. I want, you know, the whole I wasn't trying to hurt myself. I just wanted the pain to stop kind of a thing. Now, obviously that went really fucking dark. Y'all know that if anybody really related to that too hard, seek professional help. Everybody needs it at time to time. Be about yourself. Do that. But it is kind of that feeling though, where it's like I'm not so much guided by like raw inspiration for look what I can make my life become. It's more I'm guided by this impulse of like make it stop, make it change. Like I'm so bothered or uncomfortable or upset per se, unhappy, stuck, I'm so crawling out of my skin about where I am that I just want it to stop. And I'm thinking knee jerk, this might change it. Knee jerk, that might fix it. Knee jerk, maybe this, and you're just kind of like, you're just knee jerking yourself all around. And it's kind of like, balance, my child, balance. This time we have a crossing that's actually more of a positive crossing instead of a challenge. I think the challenge in itself really are just these dichotomies. That's what's inherently challenging, because you've got like, conquer, I want it all, chill pill, and then like, oh, I gotta get out, I can't be here anymore. And it's like, again, chill pill, balance, my young Padawan. Like, come on now. That's kind of what I'm feeling. This seems to be kind of the dichotomy where raw impulse is being, is challenging our intellectual, reasonable understanding of like, hold up. Retail therapy is probably unwise in this moment. Don't be going out making it rain on Cinnamon on the main stage. Let Cinnamon shake it out for someone else. Don't be donating to Cinnamon at this time. Well, obviously, if that's your prerogative, that's your prerogative. People got to live. But, I'm just feeling like anything that's kind of in excess like that, retail therapy will help me get out and go and do. Or perhaps if you're someone who's kind of like self-loathing with your body image and you're like, I'm just going to go out, I'm going to do this diet, and I'm going to fast, and I'm going to do all this exercise. And then like you end up in the hospital with like fucking dehydration and a torn rotator cuff. And you're just like, damn, hot yoga took a hard left. Ooh, watch out. Just watch out with that shit is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like watch yourself. Good. Don't go off your tits. Don't go off your tits. Let's see here. Let's get a little quick a shuffle and see where we going from here. Where are we going from here? All right, so where do we go from here with this new moon energy? We're feeling this push-pull. It's actually more of a go, stop. Where do we go from here? What is happening? What's coming in? Where do we go from here? Just something. Give me a direction. Go. A direction. Where is a direction? A definitive direction. Go. Ooh, shit. There it went. No, you didn't. You son of a bitch. Why do I do tarot? 3 of Swords. Go fucking suck a chode. What the fuck? 3 of Swords. I'm like, where do we go from here? Give me some good news. And you come out with the hardest card in the tarot deck. This is the most difficult energy in the tarot deck. Don't tell me that I was like, I've been not in the best mood with tarot and for tarot, and now I'm like, I'm gonna do YouTube vision, I'm gonna do YouTube vision, and then I get in here and I'm like, please just be like positive, and then and we get all this hard, heavy stuff. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all know I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell it like it is. October 20th, full moon energies look like they could be a bit challenging. It doesn't mean it's going to be the worst thing ever. It just looks like you're going to be kind of polarized, There's going to be this polarization. I'm thinking when I feel this Three of Swords card, there is a feeling of going too far is going to hurt you. If you went too far, if you did not find this chill, if you did not harness the chill, if you did not harness the balance, you may wreck yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. This feels like there are some of us that may realize, I done and fucked up. I done went and wrecked myself. Where do I go from there? So tell me more about the Three of Swords. What is the Three of Swords in reference to? If you're going to be talking about that, what is it in reference to? Okay. It is in reference to Temperance reversed and the Three of Cups, right? Three of Cups, yeah. Three of Cups reversed. Temperance reversed and the Three of Cups reversed. Temperance, by the way, is a Sagittarian energy. And our Three of Cups reversed. To me, if I'm feeling Three of Swords, which feels like disappointment. It feels like heartache, heartbreak even. So, somebody might be going through something that does feel kind of like heart-wrenching, heartachy, heartbreaky. I'm not going to start singing Achy Breaky Heart. I kind of want to, but I'm not going to do it. Okay, instead, I'm going to try to take Mr. Cyrus out of my brain coils. But it feels like there's something about this full moon that's really going to evidence the absolute importance of timing. Timing is going to be very important. If you're trying to rush something and you're trying to be impulsive, you're trying to be impetuous, you're trying to just be like, we're just gonna, do something spontaneous. Like, maybe not the best time for spontaneity. I gotta be honest. Maybe not the best time to make it rain on them hoes. I'm trying to be honest. I mean, look at these Three of Cups. None of these bitches need to be taking your money. And no. Bathroom wall scribble. Call Saritha for a good time. Don't. Yes, she might be able to do something with those dentures out, but don't. Don't. Okay? Bad time for that. Bad time for Sarithas. So, I'm just looking at this. Feels like you really need to pay attention to timing. Do not rush something. Really do not. Also, Three of Swords and Three of Cups reverse. 2 threes here, but both of these fall on the negative side of a 3. A 3 energy in numerology on the positive side is laughter and communication. So you can imagine on the negative side of a 3 where that could bend. It could be something where you're not communicating, where communication actually kind of blows up, It can feel like either you're surrounded by the wrong people. You might feel like I'm in a crowded room, but I've never felt so alone kind of a feeling. It's that feeling of people are not understanding me. And when I try to communicate, it's like they're speaking a different language. And why is everything we're saying right here, right now, turning into a fucking explosive fight? Why is everything a fight? But it does kind of feel like this might be a bad time to be having heart-to-hearts. So if you're coming into this full moon energy and you're like, say you might have some triggers that are a-brewing. I've got some triggers a-brewing and it's not just explosive diarrhea, okay? These triggers are brewing in here and I feel like I got to say it. I just feel like it's got to be said. I got to let somebody know. Maybe you might feel tempted to be like, let me just kind of communicate, put someone in their place a little bit. Not a good time, I would say. I would say not a good time because I'm feeling like the people that might be around you that you might be feeling like you want to communicate with, I don't feel like this full moon energy is going to be a time where they will be very open or receptive to your point of view. And I think they're going to take it all the wrong way. I think they are going to feel some kind of way about what you say, and it's probably going to turn more explosive than it will be helpful. I feel like the timing on this is like, let sleeping dogs lie, you know? Leave them alone. Leave them alone. You tell babies that all the time. Don't pull their tail. Don't be pulling their tail. Don't be getting in the dog's face. He's going to bite you. Stop. And it feels like that kind of a thing. Don't tug on his tail. He will turn on you. Not a good time for that kind of shit. I really do feel like that. I feel like communication here is going to be a challenge. What you say is probably going to come across, again with the Aries thing, more direct, perhaps more aggressive, more blunt, more raw than is receivable. If somebody else is also feeling kind of like bent out of shape and on the verge, and you're sitting here being like, I see you keep missing that trash can though. And it's like, bitch, why don't you throw it in the trash then? Why are you, don't. Not a good time for nitpicks and nags. Not a good time for that. I'm telling you, you roll up to the Burger King and you be like, just so you know, I'm supposed to have it my way and this sandwich was not my way. You're going to end up with a salty cum sandwich. You're going to end up with it. Guaranteed there's going to be some spit or somebody's just going to be beating it into your fucking burger. I'm not even kidding you. Not a good time. Not a good time for it. People going to be on the edge. Don't be going off, leaving this tarot reading being like, oh my God, I can't go to Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is of the Lord, first of all. You can trust Chick-fil-A. I wouldn't trust a Filet-O-Fish from McDonald's though, because is that tartar sauce or... Oh, okay. But bottom line, take out the foolishness of what I'm saying and make it make sense for you, because I do think that you're going to have to just watch your words. It's not a good time to pick a bone with somebody. Don't be picking bones with people. So next thing, what's another kind of guidance point? What is another point of guidance that you can give us for this full moon? Another point of guidance, please. Why not? Let us know. Okay. Another point of guidance. Oh, shit. Oh, that's not so bad. Hey, so we got very difficult energy here, followed up by the potential for good things. We have a 9 of Cups right here. Look at you, Rose. Oh, you're like... Girl, it ain't so bad. It ain't got to be so bad. Okay. The 9 of Cups, though, that's nice. Speaking to the idea that as long as you can kind of like hold yourself together here, you can actually further your wish fulfillment. I think that because we're in kind of this impetuous time, and I'm going to get clarifiers, obviously. But because we're in this impetuous time, it does feel like if I don't push it, it's not going to happen. If I don't bite off more than I can chew, I'm going to get the shit into the stick. If I don't bring up what I feel like I need to bring up, I'm just going to get hurt. And it's actually saying no, not necessarily. We are so accustomed to escapism, honestly. Just to be honest, escapism. I don't want to feel uncomfortable for not one more second, right? I don't want to feel uncomfortable. I don't want to feel anxious. I don't want to feel manic. I don't want to have insomnia. I don't want anything that feels like it's unhealthy and it's unhappy. I don't want it, People have gotten so, I don't want to say spoiled, because I know a lot of us have difficulties, it's not what I mean. But there is kind of like a spoiling when it comes to escapism. There are a lot of ways nowadays that we can escape that our great-grandparents out there in the prairie could not. They're like, listen, I'm just sitting here stirring motherfucking beans listening to that guy. All day, every day, just stirring fucking beans out in the Midwest. That's life, scrubbing some raunchy drawers and stirring some beans. I can't escape from none of this. I'm here. And today, we're sitting here, we're like, I'm just going to go online and I'm just going to drop $100 on a dress I'll never wear because of COVID, some stupid shit like that. And you try to like sit there and you try to rationalize that it's a smart purchase because A, B, and C, when your ass ain't even going to be like using it, and then stop. Just stop. The escapism is real, y'all. We all are wanting to escape what is uncomfortable. And I'm thinking from this card, it's looking like the escapism is actually what's going to be harming you. And the sitting with it, being okay with kind of sitting in it and just allowing it instead of escaping it, is actually what's going to take you a lot closer to what it is that you're wanting. But you have to allow. The escapism is fighting against the grain, and allowing is the sitting in it. And I mean, that's what I'm seeing. Nine of Cups, let's clarify it. What about this feel-good wish fulfillment, though? If you're going to tell me that something good is coming in after you already told me this, then you're going to have to explain yourself. What you going to explain yourself? What do you got to say about that? What you got to say about that, Rose? Tell me. Ooh, King of Wands. Oh, okay. Okay. You know, I'm just saying, that can be very nice. King of Wands, what else? What else with the Nine of Cups? And who's the King of Wands? You know, like, why the King of Wands? Why exactly? I mean, I know a couple of ways that can mean. Ooh, Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. You know, I'm feeling all right about that. One more, because one more. Unless I drop half the deck, and then it'll be like, just talk about what it is. All right. One more thing on that Nine of Cups. Oh, shiza. Interesting. It just took a turn. Okay, so here we are. We got the Nine of Cups. We came out with our big boy. Hi, King of Wands. Hi. Okay, so this is a fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sag. This is the full moon in Aries. It does not surprise me to see that energy come out. Also, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Happy Susie Homemaker there. It's a very good energy. But what came up right beside it? We have the Tower, but it's in the reverse. Thank fuck that it is. This is a scorpionic energy. I am not even surprised because this full moon, what is it? There's something that is like, there's some kind of interaction with Pluto. I don't even know. I'm not an astrologer. I ain't even trying to front, okay? But I remember Pluto was coming up big with this full moon, so it's just like, okay. Pluto with that scorpionic reference. That's deep diving shit. That's the deep, okay? And we've got our Queen of Wands. We got that King right here, and we got the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, coming right there. So again, we have that fire energy well out on the board. I am not surprised when we have ourselves a full moon in Aries that we would have the King and the Queen of Wands. The interesting thing that I see about this, our pair, is not on the same page, though. We are not of the same mind. Yet again, this to me feels like it's kind of echoing the sentiments here, where you've got two things that look like they're kind of opposing each other. This feels kind of opposing. It's like, yeah, it's the same element, you know, but this is, I'm really ready to go get it, get after it. And this is, but I'm not ready to receive it. So it's like, I want it, I got to get it, but I don't even know what to do with it once I got it. So, you know, oh, yeah. I really want a partner. I really need my man. And then, like, you know, the man of your dreams might, like, walk by you. And you're like, you're nasty. You're not like a real man. You're like a sissy man. You're like my best friend. And it's just like, okay. Nice guys finish last, you know. Like, it's like one of those things. Oh, man. You're like, yeah, I want my sexy bikini body. Like, I want to be looking good. And you're like, finding yourself at Five Guys with a bucket or two of fries. And you're just like, I don't know. It's just like there's a lot of grease pouring off my chin. You know, I'm just saying, there's something about this that feels like, again, that talk, that hype is right here. But are you ready for it? Can you actually receive it? I am questioning that. I am questioning that here because we've got the Nine of Cups here. It's like, and right next to the Three of Swords, heartbreak, upset, sadness, wish fulfillment, you know? So you've got this absolute polar opposite type thing looking like it's going on, you know, go get it, chill out, you know, but I want it, but, you know, behave yourself. Oh, sad, mopey me, but like, yay, the best thing ever. It feels like absolute bipolar shit all over this board. All over it. The ups and downs, the mood swings here are out of fucking control. One day you've got energy to just go pave the streets by hand. And the next day you're like, listen, if someone tells me to put on my bra, I'll murder them. Like, it won't happen. No, it will not happen. I'm feeling this very, very extreme, like up and down and up and down. It just feels like that, man. Now, I'm not saying all this to make like the full moon seem like the scariest shit ever, because sometimes, by the way I'm saying this, it kind of sounds like that, but there's not. It doesn't have to be the scariest shit ever. I think what this needs to be really is, one, be gentle with yourself, for real. And sometimes it's better just to shut up and leave it. Honestly, you don't have to get on the roller coaster. You don't have to ride this big ride, Like, you don't have to. The thing here about, like, the wish fulfillment card is these cards honestly aren't bad. This one is the only one that's slightly negative, and even it's not bad. It's just saying, like, are you ready to receive it? This is feeling like, I'm feeling better. After this full moon energy starts kind of sinking in and riding, it's like, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling stronger. I'm feeling more in control. I'm putting in the work. You actually feel motivated enough to start putting in work more, like, because I'm feeling like before it's like, again, you want it, but how bad do you want it? Because you're like, I don't, I really want to change my circumstances, but I don't want to do what it takes to get there. Here, I'm feeling like there's effort. You're willing to put forth effort. But with this Tower in reverse, this really feels like, again, how bad do you want it? You have to dig deep, and you have to resolve the part of you that is not ready for this. It's the part of you that's doing the self-sabotagey thing, Sometimes whenever I see this Three of Swords, it feels self-sabotagey. It can be. Because it can be that whole, like, yeah, I want my beach body and I want my jelly beans too. Baby, it ain't gonna work both ways. You can't be having it both ways. I want my perfect man, but I want the perfect man in the friend zone. I want a partner, but I'm an independent woman, and nobody's going to hold me down. It's like, bitch, it ain't gotta be like that. Nobody's trying to hold you down. Like swinging, from these pendulum swings. That's kind of what it just feels like. That. Watch it with the pendulum thing, and watch it with the aggression, because I'm feeling that Aries type of a thing, aggression. Like, I want it, but like, I'm not ready for it because, you sitting there, you side-eyeing it. I don't know. It's like control that can go too far. Aggression that can go too far. You know what I mean? Some kind of that big talk, that bite more than you can chew. It's all here repeated. The biggest advice here that I am looking at is literally all about balance, all about timing. This is also a card about balance as well. Both of these are balance-oriented cards. Balance. Find the middle point. Do not get lost in extremes in this full moon. You will be tempted to fucking walk. Sometimes I'll be like calling up my coworker. I'm like, I'm on the damn roof again. You're going to have to talk me off this fucking roof. I'm up here, bitch. I'm about to jump. And I'm not, it's all metaphorical, obviously, figuratively. And she's like, oh, girl, I got to get her down. Amadon found herself on the roof again. I'm like, I'm on the edge. I'm on the verge. I'm up here. I really feel like we might find ourselves there, and it might be a little bit of a whoop to whoop. And you're like, oh my God. But I think the biggest thing is to rein it in if you're doing any of that kind of like impulsive, borderline aggressive thing. Rein it in, hold it back. And when any of this stuff brews inside, this triggers are brewing inside and coming up, that's that dig deep and work on it so that you'll be actually ready when the time comes for you to have what it is you feel like you're having to push for. Because I know there's a feeling here that feels like I have to push for it. I have to make it happen. If I can't make it happen now, it might not happen, and I need it. I need it because I have to get out of this. And that's what I'm feeling like. But we're so ready to jump ship, jump ship and get out of our situation, our circumstances, that we're actually bypassing what it is that's going to have us ready for it. Because you're not ready for it. You just hate being where you're at, but you're not ready for the good thing. Something about it isn't ready. Something about it isn't primed yet, you know? And this, you know, this kind of like aggressive push is not going to get you what you want if you don't kind of take a moment to work and deep dive. Let that balance sit in so you can get ready. You can have it. You can have these good things, but that chill pill and that balance, man, it needs to happen. And I'm not saying go be buying some Xanax off the black market, okay? Don't you be rolling up down the street and finding them shoes hanging on the power lines. Don't. Call up Sugar Bear, I need a bag. Don't. Delete it. No. Okay, anyway. Oh, God, this is bad. Okay. I'm going to be honest with y'all. You know, sometimes I have a reading, I'm like, damn, this is actually good news. Can I believe it? And then sometimes we're looking at stuff where I'm like, girl, and you know, we looking at some bipolar or some up and down stuff. If you feel a little psycho on this full moon, don't you worry about it. If you feel a little up and down and don't you worry about it. If you feel like you are actually bordering on the line of aggressive, don't worry about it. But it doesn't mean you have to act on these things. Be gentle with yourself and shut up while you're ahead. Gentle, shut up. I'm just saying it, man. I'm putting it out there. All right, don't you be nagging your man because he didn't put his man panties up in the hamper. He put them on the floor again. Don't be getting aggravated at your dog and giving them the juke because they want to get pet all the time and they want your food all the time. Get on the plate. Like, no karate on the animals. No. Don't you put your cats outside because they track their little litter footprints all through the house when you already mopped that shit. And you're like, why? Why did you put this back on the floor? Don't let your animals live. Don't throw away the flippity fish just because it makes that noise all the time because they keep activating it. Don't just throw it out the door while you're ahead. There we go. That's what I got to say. Ooh. It's been 37 minutes, y'all. It's been far too long. Do y'all want to see some more cat clips? More stupid cat Vizio clips? I got some. I don't know if I'll put them in this Vizio or not. I think I need to get them together and like edit them. Yeah, that's what I'll do. But that can be forthcoming for those of y'all who've actually watched to the end of this Vizio because y'all actually care enough to watch me to the end of a Vizio. For those of y'all can tell me if y'all like the little kitty clips at the ends or, you know, things like that where I put kind of like B does her B-rolls. And yeah, you can put your I've been told a B-roll doesn't mean a B Lucille roll. It just means your B footage instead of your A footage. Arguably, the footage I put at the end of my Vizios would be my A footage. Oh, fuck. Ooh, we can do this, though, in the absence of a B-roll for this Vizio, because I think I need to edit that stuff. One of my lovely subscribers gifted me this Sacred Self-Care Oracle deck. Hello. First of all, how cute. How cute is this? If you are watching this Vizio, you know who you are, and big thank you to you. Hello, how precious are you? Very. And by the way, all of y'all are precious to me, even if y'all don't get me stuff. I am not the kind of person that's like, give me things. You know, that is so not me. I'm actually the kind of person that's like, please don't. I get anxious because then I feel like I'm in debt to folks because I'm like, I didn't get y'all a gift. Like, you can't get me a gift. I didn't get y'all a gift. It's not fair. You know what I mean? Like that. So I actually torture myself with that. I've never opened this I've flipped through the book, the instructional book, but I've never actually looked at these cards, you know, like looked at them and played with them. So they're a little bit stiff because they should be. They're brand new. But I'm going to give it a quick little shuffle, and let's just see. Self-care for the full moon. What is our full moon self-care advice Full moon self-care advice. And no, I do not have the book meanings for this memorized. I'm not even going to reference the book. Y'all, I'm going to go right off the cuff. I'm going to read this card intuitively, and if it turns out to be horse shite, then take me to the pasture, bitch, because that's where I'm going to be. So let's just look at this. For our full moon in Aries, what is our self-care oracle? The self-care advice for our full moon in Aries. Please tell me there's a calm your tits card, because I feel like something like that. What is the self-care advice? Self-care advice for our full moon in Aries. Self-care advice for our full moon in Aries. If one card doesn't pick itself, I'm fixing to pick one. Self-care card for full moon in Aries. Nope, neither of those. There it went. Is that one? Or is it two? Ooh, that's two. One or two, one or two, one or two, one or two. Hedge your bets. One or two, one or two. Two. All right. Sound healing and spend time with animals. I'm sure they meant not like juking them. Sound healing. You know what I mean about this? Do you know what I feel about this? For real. For real. If you have like Spotify or any places like that where you get your music, I'm not kidding you, find angry music. It sounds like a really shitting thing to say, especially because Aries is already kind of like that aggressive sign, and I was telling everybody, calm your titTAYS and don't get aggressive. But honestly, sound healing, if what you feel like is that's wanting to come out and needs to come out and be processed is anger, if that's what it is, if it's like that anger, that jealousy, that pin up, that rage, you know, that kind of shit, the sound healing way, the antidote to that is literally listen to angry music. I'm talking about bring back Limp Bizkit. Do some Fred Durst shit up in the house, for real. There's a song, there's like a hype playlist. It's like some kind of hype playlist or like adrenaline songs on Spotify. Like they have playlists like that where it's like angry music or like kind of music, you know, like even like trap music or like real beat heavy music. I'm triple fire sign, so I'm like all into like rage music. I listen to such angry fucking music, I'm telling you. But there's like this song, it's called Fight Back, and I think it's by like Eben, E-B-E-N, I think. But he like raps at the beginning, and I don't really get into the rap part, but like the actual chorus part and like the beat, he says it like, will you fucking fight back? And it's like, bah, bah, and like the beat hits on that, and I'm like, oh, fucking fight back. And I'm in my car, and I'm like trying not to wreck the bitch and stuff. I'm like, man, I'm in a fucking Camry. Like, what am I doing? Like talking about fucking fight back, driving my little doot little turtle mobile, you know, fucking hollering about fucking fight back. But anyway, I'm just saying that sound healing with some angry music, you might want to do that. Spend time with animals. This doesn't look like some Snow White shit to me. This again as like, hey, do not be spending time with your animals if you're wanting to juke the animals, if you're wanting to set your animals free into the wilderness. You're like, I'm gonna set you back free into the wild whenceforth you came. Like, no, don't. Not advisable. But it does seem like, okay, if what you're needing is some calm and some chill, then perhaps this could be watching funny cat videos on YouTube. I'm serious. What does Deaf Noodles do at the end of his videos? Now, a palate cleanser. And then boom, now you've got like the funny little cute little animal videos at the very end of his videos. That's what I'm saying. If you're too angry at your own personal animals, there is that watch the cute things on the TVs, on the such, and all the things. But yeah, for those of you who have not gotten angry at your animals, I have admittedly gotten angry at my animals sometimes, but still, seeing their stupid shenanigans and seeing the silly things they do and seeing how they're in the moment, they're not bothered. They're really not bothered. You know, it's just, what do I want right here, right now? And then they do the most. Hey, those seem to be very good self-care modules for the time being. So it is. We're going to let that be that. We're going to let it be that. Oh, this is a long video, so now y'all can't complain about how long I've been gone. Actually, you can, because it's been silly. I've been gone way too long. Anyway, you can watch this in like 3 or 4 parts or skip it. Okay. Until next time, let me know if y'all like these cards. Let me know if y'all want me to be doing these in some of my other readings. Just let me know. All right. Until then, bye for now.